President Museveni early this month arrived in Washington, D.C. with a palpable sense of relief. No longer the adversary in the West, Museveni had traveled to the United States of America for the U.S.-Africa Summit talks barely hours after the Constitutional Court had struck down the anti-gay law. For the few days he spent in the marbled corridors at the invitation of his host, President Barack Obama, he was no longer the loathed figure, but a respected long-time ally and anchorman of the West in the troubled Great Lakes region. It was a stark contrast of the carefully calibrated function in February when the president, in the full glare of the media, signed the anti-gay bill into law, where he used the occasion to criticize those who are questioning Uganda's sovereignty.
We cannot have a relationship based on subservience, that our society is subservient to the other society, that whatever they tell us, we must do, whether we agree or not. So that's their own choice, it's not ours.
This elicited a backlash from the West as Washington and Kampala exchanged sharp barbs. However, within the ruling party inner sanctum, it was clear that the president was engaging a delicate balancing act.
The calculations for trade, the calculations for regional politics and stability and security, the calculations about 216 sole candidature and support have come in the forefront, and therefore the interests of citizens might become shortchanged, might become marginalized, might become trodden upon in the name of international relations.
Some political commentators viewed the president's readiness to sign the bill as an act of political expedience to gain traction ahead of the 2016 elections.
The President Museveni I know, the one I've worked with, boy, is a person with dual personality, two personalities. He can put on this face and he can put on another face. That's the Museveni I know.
But when Washington and the rest of Europe sanctioned aid cuts, the president smelled the coffee. The question which arose was how could the president placate the West and at the same time be seen to pander to the whims of a conservative public which largely supports the anti-gay legislation. As a canny political operator, Museveni knew there was a lifeline. Barely a day before he departed for the Africa-US Summit, the Constitutional Court conspicuously struck down the anti-gay law.
The judiciary left, other pending judgments of the judiciary left, and this one prioritized. And then striking it off on the basis of lack of quorum. That sends eyebrows to me, and I said, that is Museveni. The Museveni I know.
The current political stalemate over whether the anti-gay bill should be retabled in the House or not has set the executive and legislature on a collision course. If the anti-gay bill is shelved, it's not clear yet how this will play out amongst the notoriously fickle voters come 2016. However, the electorate is likely going to anchor its decision to cast a vote on bread and butter issues. Emmanuel Mutaizibwa, NTV at Parliament.